Yes, good morning, children. So let's continue with the same chapter, and this is the last part in this chapter, chapter number 11, Marathas, the protectors of the nation. In the last video, we have seen about Paishwa Madhav Rao and the Battle of Panipat, and what all losses need to be faced by both the parties, that is, Abdalis as well as the Marathas. And unfortunately, Marathas got defeated in this battle. Now, today we're going to continue with the same chapter, and this is the last part in this chapter. So, let's see which point we're going to cover in this part of the video. We're going to see the Maratha supremacy rises once again. Who took the responsibility on their shoulders to continue the work in Maratha kingdom and lead to its supremacy? Even we are going to see about the family trees of the Peshwas, that how we have studied in this chapter. Step by step, we are going to see the family tree. So, beginning with the Maratha supremacy rises once again. What were the reasons that how Maratha supremacy after losing the battle at Panipat had come back again? So, who were the Maratha warriors who took initiative to continue with its supremacy? So, the Maratha prestige was nearly suffering in north, and with the defeat, with the failure at Battle of Panipat, Marathas did not get position in north because the local rulers did not support them. Madhav Rao dispatched Maharji Shinde, Tukkoji Holkar, Ramchandra Kanade, and Visaji Pant Binivale to re-establish the Maratha rule in the north. So these were the Maratha warriors who took the help of Madhav Rao and went towards north to establish the Maratha supremacy. The Maratha army defeated the Jats, Rohilas, and the Rajputs. These were there who were ruling towards the north. So Marathas took initiative to defeat these enemies and tried to make people understand that self-independency is the utmost important thing for everyone. We should not be ruled by anyone. We should rule ourselves, and no one else should come and guide us that how we should work. We should try to understand what is good and what is harmful for us. So the Marathas restored Emperor Shah Alam to the throne of Delhi under their protection. Marathas took initiative to give emperor his position in the Delhi, in the Sultanate at Delhi throne. Has continued to establish their supremacy towards north. After a great struggle, they made understand the rulers in the north that India belongs to them and not to their enemies. After the great loss at the Battle of Panipat, the Marathas again set back towards north. Not only Marathas had suffered a great loss in the battle, but also the Abdalis' army as well had suffered losses. Many had sacrificed their lives. Even he could not benefit anyway through the wealth. He was getting financial losses. And in fact, Abdali and his descendants decided that they would not come back to India to invade again. This was the last time that they came and tried to defeat the Marathas. And they realized as well that Marathas only is having the strength and capacity to look after the kingdom, to look after the regions in India. They can only see that the Marathas are the ones who could not tolerate dictatorship. They want self-independency. So they were the one who can control the anarchy in the north. So they realized this thing and they left India. Abdali expressed his wish to the Marathas that they should protect the empire. Then they had sent a messenger to Pune to establish a friendly relationship with him. It is important to note that Marathas had lost the battle at Panipat. They got defeated by Abdali, but still, successfully they revived their supremacy in the politics of the north. They continued with the supremacy of Marathas not only in south but also in north as well. And in this, Mallarao Holkar, Ahilyabai Holkar, and Maharji Shinde had a lion's share in all this. Means they were the ones who had greatly contributed in this, that is, towards the politics of the North. My dear children, nowadays you can see a program is coming on television, that is Ahilyabai Holkar. If you watch, that is right from the beginning of her childhood, that how she was a great warrior and how she continued to look after the work of Maratha kingdom. So if you see that, you'll get an idea how the characterization is been done, and roughly you can imagine whatever is been taught in the chapter. Moving on to the family tree of the Peshwas, beginning with the first one is Balaji Vishwanath, his two sons Bajirao I and Chimaji Appa. After that, if we look at the family tree that is given on page number 51 in your textbook, Bajirao one has four sons: Balaji, Elis Nana Sahib, Ramchandra, Raghunath Rao, and Janardhan. Moving on to the next is Chimaji Appa was having one son, that is Sadashiv Rao Bhau. After that, if we see Balaji, that is Nana Sahib, were having four. First one is Vishwas Rao, then Madhav Rao Peshwa, Yashwant Rao, and Narayan Rao Peshwa. These were the two who were the Peshwas, that is, Peshwa is given in the bracket, that means who had looked after the work of Marathas in a greater way. Then moving on to Raghunath Rao, if you see, was having a son Bajirao II and Nana Sahib that was adopted. After that, Narayan Rao Peshwa and Savai Madhav Rao Peshwa. These were their two. So if you look at the family tree of Peshwas, we get an idea that how they have contributed towards the work of Maratha kingdom and try to continue with the supremacy of the Marathas till the end of their life. So my dear children, in this part of the video, we have seen that how Marathas had continued its supremacy, and this supremacy had rise again towards the north. When they got defeated in the battle at Panipat, they did not lose hope and continued to establish their supremacy towards the north, making people understand the importance of self-independency. Even Abdali had realized the power of Marathas, and he decided that he would not come back to India again. We have seen the family tree of the Peshwas. That is how one generation had handed over its power to the next generation. The Maratha supremacy should continue, and that was the only thing in their mind. We have seen that how they had sacrificed their life for the Maratha kingdom to continue with its power. So, my dear children, here we end up with this chapter. We'll be coming with the next chapter in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a good day. Thank you for watching the video.